Welcome, everybody, to 2019 and the Kentucky Hot Brown Boys podcast. I'm your host, Jerry Saylor. As always, you know, every week I go through this fucking spiel, and it seems like back in the day, it used to be so random and good and awesome. I'm not even going to do the fucking spiel that I normally do.
Why, man? I like it.
Because it's the same fucking shit every episode.
That's cool.
Every fucking episode, I do the same shit. Hey, yeah, all that shit. Then I introduce you guys. If you guys watch the show, then you know who the fuck's in the room with me. It's Lefford Slope and Dusty B.
What's up, folks? How's it going?
Not shit, man.
Yeah.
And my good friend. Can I use your fucking real name now?
No.
Okay, he's Chubby Friendly.
I'm Chubby Friendly.
A.K.A. Extra Medium.
A.K.A.
Josh Hutcherson's dick guy.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. So, yeah, welcome to 2019, folks.
January 11th is when Future Man or Season 2 starts on Hulu.
Saw that today.
You would know that.
First thing I thought of was like
Josh
Hutcherson's dick guy. Yeah.
I think I said this last week. I don't know if I said it on the show or not. I did watch the trailer for Season 2, and it actually looked pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Not going to lie.
Season 1's great.
If I had Hulu, I'd fucking watch it. If Hulu would sponsor us.
There you go.
And put us on Hulu, then I would probably get
We're
Hulu
Kentucky
for free.
boys.
Yeah.
Josh Hutcherson's dick guy right here.
Yeah.
I'm
literally 20 minutes down the road is where he fucking lived.
The other end of 536.
Yeah, exactly. So, hook us up, Hulu.
You could have saw his dick way before he got popular, man.
Back then it would have been illegal.
Yeah, back then it probably would have been.
Oh, that's sure he is younger than you are, isn't he? Yeah.
How old is he now, do you know?
Jamie
looked that up.
He's probably as old as you, maybe.
He's probably, I think
I
he's
wish
my
I could
age.
look it up on my phone.
So you trying to say you want to see my dick?
I mean...
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that none of us have seen each other's dicks.
You know, I am too.
As good friends, as good of friends as we are, we have never seen each other's
It's funny,
dicks.
I think when you looked at me and you said that, I think you were like processing in your head like,
have I seen his dick?
Has Chubbs ever seen my dick? I've been really close. I've gotten really close to that area.
You've never seen it?
No, I might have seen your balls.
I mean, lots of people have seen my balls.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever seen
The bat wing?
the human Sibian.
Do a mean bat wing.
Back in the day, like now, you know this, like now when I'm chilling around my house, I'm in underwear, and that's pretty much about it.
Hanging out, yeah.
Yeah. Well, now I wear like, tight stuff where my shit can't hang out. But back in the day.
Oh, yeah, it was all boxers.
Yeah, it was all
breezy boxers.
Yeah, breezy boxers, man. And I'd like stretch out. I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like my shit would be hanging out.
Let the nuts hang out?
I would, totally.
Yeah, I let my nuts hang out sometimes.
He used to get out of the shower, and when it was still all humid and everything, the boys were hanging real low.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He would do like a swinging motion and make his balls clapping up against his ass.
Yeah. I could probably still do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just hurts my balls when I do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine hits like halfway up.
I mean, it's kind of like helicopter dick, except you're focusing on the balls.
Yeah, I love the helicopter dick.
Yeah.
More like a
Not like I love to
slapjack
see
ball
it.
sack.
Yeah.
I just like to do it and like freak people out.
Are you that big where you can like full on helicopter?
I like the helicopter dick. I'm not saying I'm giant. I mean, I can do a helicopter
Like
dick.
fresh out of the shower? Probably.
Are we talking limp? Could you do it limp?
Like, could you go outside in the cold, come back in, and do helicopter dick?
I don't know. Maybe.
I couldn't. I'll tell you
No,
that.
It's cold.
there's
No,
no way.
I'm a
if
grower,
it's cold
not
out,
a
no.
shower.
Yeah.
I'm a grower too.
If I ever chose to show you guys my dick,
It's like half hard.
no, it would have to be like fully hard.
Really?
Yeah. just because.
Well, this is why we don't have people watch our show. We're talking about like, man, why
Josh
don't
Hutcherson's dick to Kentucky Hot Brown Boys. Dick talk.
But yeah, I'm definitely a grower, not a shower.
Gotcha.
At all. Like right now, just
Right now.
right now.
we right now?
It literally probably looks like an extra belly button.
Well, you're not messing with it, man. You gotta like,
Fluff it.
fluff of it. Think about some things. Get a little blood down there. Get more. Kind of do like a little, little Kegel-ish.
But that's why helicopter dick is such an important thing. That's
Yeah.
why we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Because can you helicopter dick without fluff?
Yeah. Just straight up whip your dick out and start helicopter dicking.
I don't know.
I couldn't.
Probably not. I don't know.
It'd have to be like a toy airplane, like propeller dick.
I'd have to stick something in it and then spin it to make it look
like
like you got a propeller goes down to. No, I'm not even gonna go.
Like you ever seen at the flea market? Like they'll have those guys. They have those like sink cleaner things.
Yeah.
And it's like tied to a string, and like they pull it and it makes it look like it's like
moving
inside their hand.
Yeah.
I could probably do helicopter dick like that.
Take a string, like tape it to your head, and just kind of check it out.
Where's it going? Like it's a puppet.
Yeah,
like a
runs behind my ball sack.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
See, I couldn't do that even.
No, I probably couldn't.
Yeah.
That's a lot of talk.
Yeah. I will say, since I've lost weight, my dick does appear to be bigger.
It's the blood flow, man. You get better blood flow.
Well, no,
that's
because I've lost 50 pounds.
Yeah, you lost weight too, but man,
that
it's better blood
paunch
flow,
goes away.
Yeah.
The fuda.
Yeah, the fuda.
Fat, ugly dick area. Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Nice.
You've never heard of a fuda?
I've heard of like
a fupa.
Fupa, yeah.
Fat, ugly pussy area.
Yeah. I call them just like a botanical garden of just saggy vagina lips. You ever see like a big fat lady like person in public, and he's just all just hanging out? It's like, do you ever know like what is that? Like what is that?
It's just a fat.
Is that like their stomach,
area.
or is that like the pussy, or like balls or penis? Like what is that?
Speaking of helicopter dick here, our good buddy Will Daggum, he says, Happy New Year, fellas. Josh Hutcherson is 26 years old.
There you go.
He had to Google it. Thanks, Jamie.
Thanks, Jamie.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie. He also says, the question is, can you helicopter so good you actually get some elevation?
Whoa.
That's stretching it.
That's
literally.
like John Holmes territory right there.
That's pitchfork dick territory.
Yeah, right.
But you have to be laying on your back when you do it to get elevation, because if you do it while you're standing up, you're going to get pushed backwards.
Yeah, that's true.
Could you like do it like in the water and like create like a boat effect of like you kind of move in the water?
If you were drowning, could you spin your dick so fast that you actually
drowning? Yeah.
If you were drowning, did I say drowning?
I
don't know what
Are
I
you
said.
drowning?
If Dusty B pushed you in a pool, and you were drowning, could you spin it so fast that you could actually propel yourself back to shore or to the side of the pool?
Like put yourself on like a pool float or something like that, and see if you can move yourself.
If you were in a small fishing boat,
yeah,
could you, without turning the motor on of the little fishing boat, push yourself across the lake?
You guys ever been skinny dipping?
If you were skydiving,
no, never have. Honestly,
it's quite nice.
If you were skydiving and your parachute didn't open, could you helicopter dick yourself? I
don't think that's possible.
To give you just enough to where you don't splat on the ground. That's the real question.
That's the real question.
Yeah.
If you were drowning and you put your dick in your mouth, can you get oxygen out of it? What? All right, we're moving on.
Okay.
That just.
Have you ever been skinny dipping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not, but I have taken a lot of baths.
It's quite nice.
I have.
You have went skinny dipping? I don't think I've ever went skinny dipping.
It's a nice feeling.
I think I have.
In a pool.
I've had sex in a hot tub though, so I had to be naked for that. That's kind of like skinny dipping.
Yeah, it kind of is. You just
but you don't have like a lot of the motion.
Yeah, like it's nice just to be like, hey, y'all want to see my cool handstand? You know?
Yeah. I could do a pretty mean handstand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. You know, as close as you've come to seeing the total package Lex Luger down here,
Lex Luger,
you've never seen it in a sock.
Like
Dusty
have.
B.
Yes.
Oh.
And, yeah.
I hate to say it, Dusty B is the only person, aside from his wife and my wife, who have seen my Red Hot Chili Peppers impersonation.
I have. And like, I didn't know he hated the Red Hot Chili Peppers until like recently, like maybe like a year or two ago. But I thought about it because the first couple times we hung out, he came down in a sock, and it was quite funny. He didn't have any clothes or something like that.
Well, the thing was, I just gotten out of the shower.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any clean underwear upstairs. It was all downstairs. We just done laundry. So I come walking down the stairs in just a sock.
Yeah.
How did you make that decision?
I think it was just like a spur of the moment, like I need clothes.
Honestly, it was
a shock.
It was. I thought to myself, okay, I could easily yell down for some clothes.
Right.
But I don't really know Dusty or his wife. Because keep in mind, his wife and my wife are cousins. I didn't really know either of them very well at the time. And I was like, what better way to make a really good, lasting impression in their minds
than
to see 320-pound me wearing nothing but a sock.
When he came down, I saw him. Like, how he's going over.
How did you keep
Red Hot
it?
Chili Peppers.
Was it a clean sock?
Yeah, it was
or
a clean
dirty?
sock.
Okay.
Clean sock. Yeah.
Tube sock.
So you went to the drawer and grabbed a sock out of the drawer?
Yeah.
You grabbed a baby sock at a jewel store.
I did. It was a baby sock. Yeah. It was a baby sock.
Yeah, so how did you keep it clasped, like, up?
Did you put it around their balls and dick, right?
Yeah, put it around balls and dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't just like line it like a rubber or anything.
Well, I still think the sock would fall off me.
Really?
I don't know.
You have little balls?
Maybe. I don't know. But, like,
I
if
don't
it was
have the
a tube
largest balls.
sock, well, like, I have a pretty wide ankle, you
Right.
know? So, if my socks, unless they're, like, brand new, a lot
You
of
need
the
like a
elastic
freshly washed sock.
Yeah.
You know, how you
and,
put
like,
it.
a new sock.
Yeah.
Because if it's, like, an old sock that's been through the mill, yeah, I don't know.
It's got holes in it, you know.
Yeah. Broken elastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm fairly certain it was a crisp,
It was a white tube
unstretched
sock.
out sock. Yeah.
Did you, like, stretch out a little bit or, you know, like, kind of, like, make sure that it wasn't going to fall off as you were going down
Oh,
the
no.
stairs?
I was standing at the top of the stairs, slapped it on, and was like, looks good, and just went down.
It was funny how he did it. He was like, "Oh, pardon me, I forgot my clothes." And I remember my wife going, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "This dude's awesome." I'm like, Red Hot Chili Pepper status right there, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
That's some blood, sugar, sex magic.
yeah.
I don't know about all that.
He didn't tell me to suck his kiss or anything.
No, but I should have. That would have been good. I don't know.
Would you ever do the ninja, like wear a Speedo and do the ball slapping motion, the thrust,
Say, wear a speed.
like a
ninja does in D Antwoord?
Oh, like where he just wears like boxer shorts.
more like Wild Boy status.
just lets
And
his
like
shit fucking fly.
the Baby's on Fire, he's in like a tighty whitey, and that's real small.
Really?
Yeah,
Remember Wild
I wouldn't
Boys?
care
They
to
used to
do
do that.
yeah.
Yeah, remember they used to like run around in thongs and he'd be boom, 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 and they run around and fuck all the shit.
I'd let my shit flop around. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard the sound effects from your shit flopping.
Yeah.
You know, like the smackingness of what you
Yeah.
know what you do. Can we move along?
Yeah, let's get off TikTok.
We've talked way too much about each other's dicks. So
Oh, that's all right.
Sorry.
it's his fucking fidget spinner. He's over fucking with it. Sad news to report out of the WWE or WWF universe, whatever you remember wrestling as.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays it's WWE, but back in the day it was WWF. Sad news. Mean Gene Okerlund,
Now,
the best interview promo guy there ever was, has passed away.
I have a question
Unfortunately.
about him.
Okay, go ahead.
What race is he?
You know, that's a good question, man.
Because he looks pretty tan. Like, I don't know if it was like a tan or like if he's maybe Latino or, you know, or black or
I would have to
something
say
like that. Or
he
maybe
was-
mixed.
I don't know where he was from, but he was probably like from the South.
Yeah. He was just tan.
So I think he was just tan.
Okay. Okay. I always wondered that because every time I saw him, he looked really dark.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
didn't have like an accent or anything.
No.
Mhm.
So I don't think he was of any ethnic background
The
other than Caucasian.
the big promo I remember him, and they've been showing it a lot, was when I guess was it Andre the Giant? When he put his hand on his face, put his hand on his
he
head.
puts his hand around his neck.
His neck, yeah, that's what it was. Well, he
Yeah.
also was like, "Well, look how big his hand is," and he put it
Oh,
up to his
yeah.
face, and then he did. I think he did the neck thing.
Right.
But that's like the one they've been showing almost all week. But that's the one I really remember the most about him.
See, I grew up with Mean Gene
Yeah.
because he was on.
Let
the
me tell you
WCW.
something, Mean Gene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was on WCW
Mm.
for I think the whole run.
He was in WWE.
Right,
or
but I think
WWF.
right,
but
but when
after that-
WCW started, I
I
want
think
to.
they may have gotten him then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I
Really,
think
they
he was
pulled him
part
from
of the
WWF.
Yeah, I think he was
Wow.
a part of the whole run.
Mm.
I want to say because like I don't have any memory of WCW that does not have Mean Gene Okerlund. in it.
Yeah, you got to
Even the Saturday morning stuff and everything,
Mm.
or Saturday night. But yeah, a lot of it is just let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And what's great about it is like it's not scripted. I mean, it's improvisational, but they know what they're doing. And so Mean Gene Okerlund's reactions are to a guy that he knows is completely full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he does it really well. I mean, that's why I say, like, I mean, in the wrestling game, he is a legend.
I don't think anybody has ever even come close
I was getting ready to say
to
that.
what Mean Gene
The
did
people
back
that
in the
have
day.
it now suck.
Yeah, I can't stand
Terrible.
the interviewers and shit
Yeah,
they
the
got
interviews.
now.
They're so, and it's so, and they're like so awkward.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, are we on right now? Like, Oh, okay, that's my line.
I think
Shit,
you can
that
tell
feeling.
now that it's so
Scripted.
scripted
Right.
that they know exactly what they're going to say, and they know what kind of reaction they're going to give before they even have anything to react to.
Yeah.
You know? And they really don't even react. Like back in the day when Mean Gene was doing it, like he would react and respond, and now it's just, you know,
he would be appalled by the heel.
My lines. Yeah.
You know, like the guy grabbed the mic and he'd scared and shit. Yeah.
The people now, like, it's more like they don't really do anything. They just sit there and hand the mic and just say some shit, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's that bad. It's really stale.
Well, they don't have just a Mean Gene.
Yeah.
They're back in the day.
It's just a random person.
Now it bounces around.
Yeah,
There's
it
like
could
10
be
of them. Yeah.
Marty. It could be Mikey. It could be a woman. It could be, back then it was only Mean Gene.
See, that's why I thought, like, why don't they have, like, ex-wrestlers, like, do that? Like, why don't they have, like, an ex-wrestler do it? Especially, like, one of the older guys. They don't have to get physical. Like, have them, like, be the person interviewed. Because they have that feeling. Like, Stone Cold would be perfect for it.
Yeah, I think Stone Cold
would be perfect.
But Stone Cold would be the kind of guy that would incite some shit and he'd end up fighting.
But I don't want to say incite some shit, but like just incite some shit between other people and not fight. Just somebody like that would be perfect for it.
Well, the barber shop was kind of like that.
Yeah. Well, where they fought where the barber throwing people through the window.
But most of the time it was just an interview segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was only the one time.
They kind of have that now with like the Miz TV and shit, which is totally fucking stupid. I know you probably don't watch wrestling nowadays.
No, not now.
But like it's so fucking.
I don't
dumb.
like the Miz anyways.
Yeah, the Miz sucks.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of wrestlers that suck that are not good.
Like 99% of them now totally suck.
Did you see? Did you see John Cena's hair?
Oh yeah, he looks
Everybody's
like shit.
talking about his hair plugs, man. He's so bad.
He's coming back, man. He's going to be on Raw on Monday.
Oh, really? I thought he was going to SmackDown.
He's going to be on both. Somehow he's going to do both.
He has to reclaim that boner that he got from getting Tombstone from the Undertaker.
That was hilarious, dude. He was rocking Major Wood. Based off that boner, I don't think he could helicopter dick.
No.
No.
He was smiling too in the picture. It was great.
That's good.
But there's no Mean Gene right
now. There's no Mean Gene. The only guy that comes to mind when I think of like really good like interviewers, promo cutters, is Joey Styles from ECW. You remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, he was.
I don't think I remember.
He was just a little bitty guy, and he could just stir up some shit and not say a whole lot. He was good, but he was still no Mean Gene.
Right. Bischoff tried to do like a Mean Gene thing when he was working for the NWO. He was like the Mean Gene just for the NWO.
He always played dumb.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess he took a lot of his things from Mean Gene, because like that's how you kind of have to be if you're going to be the sports announcer, or you have to be a sports announcer, but which means you don't expect the comment that you're going to hear.
Yeah,
right.
Like not tell them like, hey, this is what their lines are going to be. Just be like, hey, they're going to throw some shit at you. I don't know what it's going to be. Well, they know it, but you don't. You
right. Well, when Macho Man Randy Savage walks up to Mean Gene
knows he's going to get Macho Man Randy Savage.
Right. But every time he acts as though he doesn't.
Yeah.
It's
great. He
just plays stupid.
Yeah.
Not
stupid, but
he
like surprised.
He plays innocent,
right?
I guess you could say.
Like he doesn't know that Macho's going to come in here rocking 11,
acting like he's tripping balls or something.
He just did a fat rail.
Yeah,
brother.
I wish I could do that. I can't do it.
The brother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Let me tell you something, Mean Gene.
It's pretty good, man.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I can do a good Macho Man Randy Savage every now and again.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I'll say I get you for 11 minutes as the Spider-Man line. When he's Bonesaw.
I get you for 11 minutes.
You're all mine.
Oh yeah, snap loose, Jim.
Yeah. This is a steel cage. You ain't going nowhere.
Where you going? Nowhere.
I remember that. It was the first one, right?
Yeah.
That's how he got the name The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. Bruce Campbell gives it to him.
Yeah, didn't he say like it's Spider Boy or Sky or something like that? Yeah.
And he's like, oh, it doesn't work.
It's Spider-Man. Yeah.
No, it was just the spider. Wasn't it just
maybe it's just the spider, yeah.
think that's what it was.
Yeah.
He didn't get his money.
He would have.
Well, he would have.
Yeah.
But the guy comes in and robs the place.
No, he wasn't going to get the guy.
Yeah,
the murderer wasn't going to give him his money.
He wasn't going to give him the
because
money.
he didn't last 5 minutes.
Right.
And then the guy robbed him, and then he was just like, "Oh, well,
That's not my problem.
Not my problem." Yeah.
Then he shoots Uncle Ben.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
What a dick. Say what you want about the first 3 Spider-Man movies. I
First one.
I thought they were great. I thought all 3
I like
of
the
them were
first
good.
one.
I
really
them all.
like the first one.
I like Kirsten Dunst too.
The only problem with the first one is the Green
Goblin, the way he looks.
Yeah, he looks like a Power
I hate
Ranger.
how yes,
Yeah.
dude,
He
he
does.
does look like a Power. And the fact that you could see through the screen in his, I hated that.
Yeah.
He did look like a Power Ranger.
The parade
sure.
scene
Yeah.
is pretty terrible.
Yeah.
But the final scene, the final fight,
Where they fight?
Yeah.
This was
It's
And this, and I think all 3 of them
drop the wall on.
have our boy Franco in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like Franco. He's in the 3rd one too, isn't he?
Yeah, because he comes
Yeah.
back as the new Green Goblin.
Oh yeah.
He gets amnesia, and then he's the bad Green Goblin. Then he hits his head on a pipe. Then he has amnesia, and then he comes back and helps him fight Venom.
Venom's not in the 3rd one.
Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah, you're
He's
right.
Topher Grace.
Yeah, that's right. I remember now. Yeah, I was thinking the Sandman.
He's in the 3rd one as well.
Yeah, who's in the 2nd one? Is it Doc Ock?
Doc Ock.
And who else? Just Doc Ock.
Just Doc Ock.
Oh.
And then James Franco becomes a bad guy
Okay.
in the 2nd one.
Yeah.
All right. How many fucks?
For Mean Gene?
For old
Yes, for
Mean
Mean
Gene. Let me tell you something, brother. I'm gonna have to go 7. I'm gonna go $7 for old Mean Gene. Yeah.
I'd say 6.
6.
6.
I'll go
Shelby?
7 as well. Because
7?
I really did grow up with Mean Gene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't-ish. I knew who he was, but I didn't really grow up with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if it wasn't for Mean Gene, wrestling wouldn't have been what it was back in the day. I don't think.
I don't think WCW would have lasted long enough to get to NWO.
Without Mean Gene.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that, brother. So yeah, was that 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, $20 for old Mean Gene Okerlund.
Wait, did you say 5 or 6?
I said 6.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so 20.
Yeah, so 20. So yeah, rest in peace, Mean Gene. Now I know we've been talking a lot about Macho Man Randy Savage here, but let's talk about Macho Ma'am Tranny Savage for a second. This this whole GameStop incident. There's a viral video going out around now about I guess the proper term is woman, who was at a GameStop, and I guess somebody was talking to.
I think he's talking to like a crowd.
Yeah, he was talking to like a crowd of people, and he said, "Hey, can you guys move down?" And this transgender female, I guess you.
Yeah.
It's a fucking dude, all right? This dude dressed up as a woman. Whether or not he had a dick or not at the time, I don't know. But it's obvious this dude's a fucking man. Okay? And he gets all bent out. He totally pulls a, did you just assume my gender card?
Yeah.
Totally pulls that card out. And it's just fucking hilarious. Because the dude is clearly was a man at some point.
Like he transitioned like fairly recent.
Like 3 days before they shot this video, probably. Yeah. I mean, dude's got an Adam's apple that is second to none, you know.
Well, so what I think is no matter what you look like, if you want to be referred to as a woman, I think that's perfectly fine. It's whatever. Like if you said from now on, I want you to refer to me as a woman, and you didn't change anything about your appearance.
But we're not mind readers.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. The problem here with this video or the situation was that the woman jumps from 0 to 11 in her reaction and in rage. It's absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
And the fact that she's like, if you want to see a man, let's go outside and I'll show you a man.
Right.
Yeah.
And just yell, motherfucker, and stuff like
kicking stuff.
I gotta admit, her motherfuckers were pretty
They're pretty deep.
good.
Yeah.
They were really good. I was impressed with the way
It's just threatening. Not only that, she's like 6'5".
Yeah. Bitch,
and
she
no heels either.
And like so she had pretty feminine hair. Like her hair was like long shoulder length. but she's rocking a t-shirt and blue jeans.
Is it a t-shirt?
It's
or
like a
tank
top.
top?
Or yeah, like a top. It's a blousey, but I mean, it's still like you could see a metrosexual guy.
Yeah.
Wearing a shirt like that.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, he looks like a buff dude.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of hard to be a buff dude.
Yeah, I mean, you could see how there could be confusion with someone dealing with her.
Yeah.
So, like, the fact that she goes from, you know, and like the video starts, you know that there's like something happening.
Yeah. Like someone pull like, oh shit, something's about to go down. I'll pull my phone out. Now.
Right. You don't see how it initiated.
How it escalated to that point. But she's like, we're talking to someone over here. The man behind the counter says, you know, can you guys move down or something like that? And she just starts going ballistic, not even giving the guy time enough or room enough to make a apology.
Right.
Like, even if it was me and I was in that situation and I made that mistake, I would even be defensive with the way that she responded to me.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, immediately you're like, well, I don't know if I want to give you customer courtesy, because right now you're being really threatening towards me.
Right.
So
now, I don't know about you guys, but this has happened to me before. Now, I don't know the proper terminology here. So we'll just say like a lesbian chick who really looks like a dude. We're talking like short, spiky hair.
And you call him a sir?
Yeah, or I'll be like, hey, man, what's up? Or like, you know, just you think that they're a dude. Yeah. So you treat them like a dude. And like that's happened to me before.
Yeah.
And it's never turned into anything.
Yeah, it's happened to me a couple times that I can remember, and it's just like it gets real awkward, and you're like, shit, I hope they didn't, you know, like, and then you're sitting there start thinking like, man, you know,
maybe that is a dude.
Yeah,
yeah.
You know? And you kind of like, you don't want to hurt a person's feelings or anything like that, but I think just they should just kind of expect it.
Yeah.
Jerry thought that I was a woman when we first met.
Yeah.
I straight up did,
and I didn't get offended. I mean, I was just like, oh, you thought I was a hot chick, huh?
Yeah.
Points to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point you bring up there. Yeah. I straight up thought you were a chick.
Yeah.
Do you have long hair?
Yeah. I had
long-ish.
Long-ish.
Yeah.
And
he was coming out of the water and out of a pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Baywatch style.
I was gonna say like Baywatch. Yeah.
But I grew up with a really high-pitched voice when I was growing up.
Yeah.
So, like, I'd call Blockbuster or Movie Gallery to find out if they have something, and the guy on the other end of the line would be like, oh, hold on just a second, ma'am. Yeah. And I'd come back and I'd be like, oh, it's man. It's man.
It's man.
And then once I went to go see a play with a school. It was a school field trip at Playhouse in the Park in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
And at the end of the play, because it was like a field trip, they took questions from the audience, and I was sitting up in the balcony because there was a bunch of different schools there, and I like had my hand raised, and I remember specifically the guy who played Candyman and the Candyman movies was in the play, and my friends and I were all
Tony Todd.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. He was also in the 90s remake of Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, and he was in an episode of Boy Meets World too.
What was the play?
It was something about vampires, and they played like a Kid Rock song where when like the action scene goes down.
Right.
But I mean, it was just something, you know, like something hokey. There was nothing specific. I mean, I'm sure it had a title, but I don't remember what it was. It was like a Western vampire thing.
Wasn't exactly Broadway material.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so like friends and I were all talking like that's the guy who played Candyman, and so I was like, fuck it, I'll raise my hand, and I raised my hand. They're like, the young lady up at the top, and I was like, I'm actually a boy. And then I was like, yeah, my friends and all think that you played Candyman, and he was like, that's one of the roles I played, yes. And I was like, fuck yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Tony
yeah.
Todd, he's a badass.
Yeah.
I wish I could say that I saw that play too, but
yeah, that's pretty cool.
I did. Damn, now I want to Google it. Jamie, look that up. We need like a legit Jamie in the studio. That just,
we really do.
Somebody just sits over there, like not even on camera, and just like pulls shit up, and then like when they pull it up, they just hand it to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what we need.
Yeah.
We're taking auditions, folks. If you want to be our Jamie, hit us up. Taking auditions.
Guy on the couch would have been decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he'd fucking show
stay
up.
awake or show up, yeah.
And not fall asleep and be like,
thunk. Oh man, I'll never forget that.
That was the funniest shit.
Yeah.
Some of the funniest
Like
shit.
we literally heard him go funk.
Yeah, it was good. That was on our old mics too, I think, wasn't it?
I think so.
I can't remember.
Yeah, he was tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't know how I felt about the whole, GameStop thing. I was just kind of like, really, like, I don't know.
I think it's
she made
not,
a big scene. I think she made it more of a scene than what it actually was.
right, and it does
I mean?
damage to our current political climate with these changes that we're going through.
Yeah.
As well as I'm
you
going
go through
through.
puberty.
Yeah. Because that kind of reaction and that kind of thing shows mistrust and resentment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're like, if you're not even going to give me the space to correct myself, then why should we even, you know what I mean?
Yeah, apologize.
Yeah.
And be like, sorry,
He's acting like change should be like instantaneous.
Right.
Like we should, we should be mind readers.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
It's like
we should know.
It's like, I don't know. Like, walking in the door, I don't know what. Maybe it's just dress up day for maybe.
Maybe you lost a bet or something.
Exactly.
You know?
It's like, I don't know. It's like, and I don't expect you to wear a tag or say something that you are. But it's
Right.
like, if we misgender you, it was by an accident. We're not doing it on purpose to be malicious or hateful or, not for it or against it. It's just like, sorry, it was a mistake.
Right.
It's like,
One of us should dress up as a woman and go to GameStop and see if their employees call us ma'am or sir.
they probably have this big old
Yeah, I'm saying
thing they're having.
They probably
But the
had a corporate
spectrum
meeting.
doesn't just stop with
Starbucks had that.
man and woman. You could go in and say that you're dog person
Yeah.
or cat person or
Identify as a
Zer
cat,
or
yeah.
Z or Zim. You can claim any of those things.
Zoltan.
Right.
Right, Zoltan. But you have to be able to give room for correction,
error.
for error.
Yeah.
And not go and
No matter what you do, you
there
have to
shouldn't
allow
be a
room for
teachable
error.
moment where you say, actually, I want you to refer to me as Zim, and the spectrum is much wider than you think, and blah blah blah. But like, no, just say, hey, could you call me Zim?
Yeah.
And let me have that room.
Yeah.
And then
Can you give me that?
yeah, just that,
Yeah.
just that, just correct me, and let's keep going.
Yeah.
Because think about it.
It doesn't have to be
He's
confrontation.
exactly.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got other people he's got to deal with.
Right.
It makes them look bad,
Yeah.
in my opinion. And when I say them, I mean the whole LGBTQ community. Because people around here, especially, I think, see that video and they say, "Man, look at that fucking raging homo
Yeah.
trying to be a woman or whatever," and it just paints a bad picture
Right.
for all of them. And I have nothing against the gay community or the LGBTQ whatever community, but I mean,
We're all just all human.
yeah, we're all human no matter
People make
what. No matter if
mistakes.
you're man, woman, dog, cat, rabbit, whatever.
Zoltan.
Yeah, Zim, Zoltan, whatever. We're all human.
Right.
We're all going to make mistakes, and we're not all mind readers, like Dusty said. Just fucking cool your jets. I could see if some woman was trying to hit on him or something, and he was just like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm a lady, and
Right.
I'm not like that."
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That'd have been a better situation, I think. If she's getting sexually assaulted, than to get mad. I don't know what I'm fucking saying. I've been watching SVU all day. So if you're in a GameStop and you see a man who looks like he might be trying to become a woman or something, just call him a her. It'll save everybody.
He kicked over the whole stack of used consoles too, man. That wasn't cool.
But that it's just boxes.
Oh, yeah.
GameStop's still shitty
Yeah,
like that.
They wouldn't put the
have
good
that
shit
stuff
out on
out.
the floor. Yeah.
You take
Still,
that box
man.
up.
You're like, man, I just set that up.
You can't even go into a GameStop and buy a new game
No.
with it in the case. You have to take it up to the counter and
and
give
then
you
they
one.
go through a thing
Yeah.
and they pull out the case.
Yeah, and give you the sealed package.
Right.
Fucking GameStop.
It's a crazy world, man. And like I said, that video, it's hilarious, and it's also but it's also like I said, I think it just sets the relationship that we're supposed to be having with each other back. Because it shows that kind of
it puts
resentment.
a bad taste in people's mouths.
Right.
Well, it's
No pun
also if
intended.
you're also if you're providing a service, it's like just do like. I'm not even talking about him. I'm not talking about him. I'm also talking about the guy at the vape store. It's like, man, just do your job.
Right.
You're not this guy. We haven't talked about it yet.
Yeah, let's talk about the dude at the vape shop.
So yeah.
So this dude goes into a vape store just to get a bottle of vape juice for his wife, and he's got on like a Make America Great hat and like some kind of America Trump shirt or some shit like that. And this dude just totally goes off on him.
Yeah.
And makes himself look like a total
And he's
ass.
calling the dude racist. And the dude's like, I don't think the dude even said anything racist at all.
No, he just walked in and hadn't even said anything to the guy. And the guy just saw that he was, a Trump supporter and fucking went off on him.
Yeah.
Now, I'll be the first one to admit, I voted for Trump because I think it's fucking hilarious because I don't give a shit about politics in the first place. And I voted for him just to see everybody else get their fucking panties in a bunch. Which it worked out perfectly for me because now I get to watch all kinds of I get to watch shit like this, the vape store Trump hater.
Yeah.
And that, to me, that shit's entertaining. But that's neither here nor there. I don't agree with his politics. I don't agree with anybody's fucking politics for that matter. I don't even know where I was going with this.
The Trump guy at the vape store.
Yeah. Like, the majority of the people you see that support Trump, they're a little bit old school. They probably are a little racist, and not all of them, but I'm sure the majority. I will say this: if you're a Trump supporter, you're not a racist.
Well,
if you're hold on, no.
Okay.
If you're a Trump supporter, you're not automatically a racist. If you are a racist, then you're automatically a Trump supporter.
Right, like not every Trump supporter is a racist, but every racist is a Trump supporter.
Pretty much, yeah. So
I don't know. The dude, like I said, the guy basically flipped his shit over it. Just started assuming, called the dude racist. Like the guy set his mod on the thing, and even the guy even just swatted it and made it hit the floor and everything like that. I don't know, man. Like if you're providing a service. Just if you don't like the person, dude, the faster you get that person's card, the faster you get their juice, the faster you check them out, the faster you get them out of your shop. You in there screaming and crying.
The less interaction you can have with them.
You in there screaming and crying about how you don't like this dude's hat or shirt and calling him a racist piece of shit and calling your manager and yelling about it and all this other stuff. Dude could have been out of shop. Could have been in and out of the shop in 2 minutes.
Probably less than that.
Less than you you still would have had your job. You still would have been putting gas in your Subaru. You could have been vaping still. You know what I mean?
Could have been eating, vegan hamburgers.
Yeah.
And shit.
Like the dude,
CrossFit.
like you said, like the dude asked for a juice and he's like, "Where? I don't even see it." And he kept telling the dude, "Get out of my shop." I was like, "Dude, if you keep calling it your shop and you can't find the dude's vape juice, like."
Who's supposed to be here?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what are you doing?
It makes me wonder, how long that dude even worked there.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think one of the problems is that vape stores are, by nature, very personable.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been in a vape store that I did not... it's almost like being at a concert.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we all know why we're here.
Right.
There's a sense of camaraderie.
Yeah.
And I guess so the offense that the guy was feeling was seeing someone he doesn't identify with in his store.
Yeah.
So then that should lead the path of logic that not every vapist is a
racist
Democrat. Well, I wish I could have said that, but not every vapist is a Democrat.
The racist vapist.
The racist vapist. That's a sketch.
That's a podcast.
So I think that's where the pitfall was. He's like, oh, this guy shouldn't even be vaping.
And
he's not like me.
Even look even worse with like just screaming like a girl screeching. It's like, dude, you're.
Now hold on. Did you just assume his gender?
Yeah, I did.
He could have been a girl.
Could have been, man. He could have been at the GameStop earlier that day. But that even just made it worse. Like I said, he looked like a child. Like I said. That tizzy fit he could have thrown, the 10-minute tizzy fit arguing over the dumb stuff, could have had him in and out 2 minutes.
Right.
Tops.
Yeah.
Now
he's unemployed.
Yeah.
Probably not going to get hired by anybody because of this video.
Yeah.
And the guy even told him that was coming.
Yeah.
He's like, you're going to get fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you could keep your job. I won't post this video.
Yeah. He was like, just give me the juice. Just give it to me. And he was going to. But yeah, maybe the guy behind the camera maybe did irk it on a little bit.
He's confident.
Yeah. you know, he did kind of maybe tug his chain a little bit.
He did, especially when he said, "Do my bidding."
Yeah.
Like when he was like ringing him up, and he was just like, "Ha, do my bidding."
Yeah.
You know,
no, I could see that.
Right.
But you know, both parties,
even then, if he had just fucking sold him the juice,
right,
he would have had no problem.
He'd be out of the store.
Yeah.
And see, that's so the role of the cashier, or you know, you're in customer service.
Yes. Yeah, bite your tongue.
Bite your tongue.
Yep.
Yeah. Just get them in, get them out.
And as the role of a customer, you're supposed to be courteous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the way this world's supposed to work. But now we have vape store, Gamestop, McDonald's.
Yes.
It seems like this shit's going crazy with people and their customers.
You can't go anywhere without somebody totally raging or getting violent.
Yeah.
Or both.
It's more and more.
Now, the latest incident out of Florida, Florida man strikes again.
Oh, is it Florida man?
Yeah, it was Florida man.
Oh, man.
I guess
it's like an omen.
It happened at a McDonald's. I guess Florida has done away with the plastic straws, or they're trying.
Like St. Petersburg, so it's
right on. It's coastal.
right near the
ocean. Yeah.
Right near the beach. So everybody's trying to go green or whatever and do away with the plastic straws because they're hurting sea turtles and shit, which I'm all for.
All you need to do is watch that video.
The sea turtle video?
Yeah, and you're like, I don't ever want to use a straw.
I don't want to
again.
use a straw again. That's
They
such
get
a
stuck in their noses.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In the arms of the angels. For just 99 cents a day, you too can help the lonely sea turtle and help remove all the plastic straws from the ocean. Act now, and for your monthly donation of $19.95, we'll send you this I Save the Fucking Sea Turtles t-shirt. It's limited edition. You'll be the star of the party.
Turtles.
Okay.
The turtles. The sea turtles.
That was good, guys. That was good. But down in St. Petersburg, Florida, this guy, I guess he's a homeless guy, right? You say he was homeless?
It was the news article I read was a transient.
Transient.
So
he's
a
guy. So he was a woman.
No, a guy with no fixed address.
Okay, so he was a transient.
So what do you want, to like snort shit?
I guess he got a drink or something, or I don't even know if he ordered anything. But he asked the lady for a straw, and the lady was just like,
so
can't
they
give out straws.
So he ordered his meal. They gave, like as you do at McDonald's, they give you a cup. You go over to the soda fountain, fill up your drink, put the cap on it, and get a straw. And so I guess like any number of other times that he did this, he got his cup, went over, filled it up, got his cap, and was like, I need a straw now.
Yeah.
But there's no straws here, so what the fuck? Walks up to the counter, and that's when shit starts popping off.
What exactly did she say to him?
I guess she explained to him, because the video starts again, like right as soon as he grabs
after
her.
the shit starts to hit the fan, yeah.
So I guess she explains to him that there is a law now that they're not allowed to just leave straws out. Mm-hmm. He has to get the straw from them. He goes, bullshit, there's no law. And she's like, yes, there is. And the argument progresses.
And he like reaches across the counter, and grabs her,
and she fucking unloads on him.
Just swings from over the top. And
so she's a boxer in training too.
Oh, is she?
Yes.
Yeah,
really?
They were good strikes, dude.
Yeah.
They were straight.
She was
well because he grabs her, and so the arm that's kind of like pinned underneath his arm, she tries to get it away, but when she can't, that's when she starts coming over with the overhand. Because if she get the other hand, she could have got him with like a cross.
Yep.
Instead of the overhand.
Well, the overhand was still pretty effective.
Still effective.
And the fact that, like, at the end, I think after a couple strikes that he let go, but she was still grabbing him, and she was still throwing strikes from over the top.
Right.
Like, yeah.
So, yeah, that's what it was. Like, he had his arm, like, grabbing at her like this. Mm-hmm. If she was going to swing with this arm, she'd have to cross over his arm.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. And so instead, she came over with the top.
If she'd have crossed over with the other arm, though, she probably could have broke his grip a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Might have ripped her shirt off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took like about 3 people to pull her away from him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if Dana White ain't fucking calling this bitch up,
yeah,
he needs to be.
Yeah.
For sure.
I was like, ooh, those are some good shots.
Yeah.
She was cracking him good,
Yeah.
man.
And he's like a 40-year-old dude. She's probably in her 20s.
Probably 20s, yeah.
And a dude, and like a big guy. And she made him leave her alone.
Yeah. Good.
To the point where like he came back and he was just like, I want to talk to the manager.
Like, dude,
came back with a new haircut and shit. I'm gonna speak to your manager.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, did he actually want to speak to the manager?
Yeah.
Dude, he started it. Like,
I know.
Like, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're in the wrong here, buddy.
Yeah, he was like, I want her fired.
Yeah.
Like, dude, no.
No, you grabbed her.
You need to get the hell out because the cops are coming.
Mm-hmm. People are idiots, man.
I know.
It makes me think though, if Macho Ma'am Tranny Savage, the vape shop guy, and
fatal three-way.
Yeah, like a fatal three-way.
Yeah.
Who would it be? Would it be the guy from McDonald's or would it be the employee from McDonald's?
The guy from McDonald's.
The guy. If all
if
three,
we're doing the angry one.
Oh yeah, okay. If we're doing the angry ones, yeah. If those three fought in a fatal three-way.
Tranny Savage all day,
Tranny
bro.
Savage wins all day.
Yeah.
That elbow drop from the top rope is just lethal.
No, man, she's got to do like some nasty
that kick?
field goal kick. Yeah.
You see her knock out those boxes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
They were pretty loud.
That vape store dude fucking went Super Saiyan.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
did,
Yeah.
There is a fury in there.
Yeah, there's a
fire and fury.
Fire burning deep inside that guy.
Mm.
I may have to go vape store guy on this one, man. Yeah, I say vape store guy wins it.
Mm.
Just because he's fucking raging. I don't know, fucking
Tranny Savage.
Tranny Savage got that motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's got that.
Come out to the parking lot.
Yeah, come out to the parking lot.
Oh yeah,
man.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Macho Ma'am
For sure, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now that I really think about it, and you actually see her get a little violent.
Mm-hmm.
I like the end of it. She goes, ooh, ooh, like that. She did like 2 or 3 times. And I was like, damn, she's powering up. Special coming right now.
So, kind of keeping on the theme here of the LGBTQ community or whatever. A while back, Kevin Hart was asked not to host the Oscars.
Yes.
Or the Academy Awards.
That's
Isn't
the
the same
Oscars.
fucking
Yeah.
thing. Over some tweets that he had made when he was younger and probably
his
less
come up.
famous. Yeah. These anti-gay tweets came up and they asked him not to do it, and everybody got their panties in a bunch over
What did
that.
his tweet say?
I don't know. I think he said faggot a few times. I'm not
Really?
for sure.
And he also does he did a comedic bit in his stand-up about not one like one of his fears being his son turning out to be gay.
Gotcha.
And he's like, and I guess like kids inherently sometimes do feminist things or feminine things, and he's like, you gotta stop that shit as soon as it starts happening. Like, don't do that shit. It's gay, you know, which is insensitive and whatever and all that stuff. I mean, obviously, it's not comedy that you definitely is for 2006. Very, he wasn't the only one doing it.
Yeah.
It's very prevalent in that time.
That's another thing I don't get. You dig up old tweets, but that's the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's okay, but I mean I don't want to say it's more acceptable than. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's just like
You go back and watch
definitely more
Eddie
acceptable.
Murphy Delirious.
Yeah.
He does a whole thing about being fucked by Mr. T.
Well,
and like
we just went back and watched the Jim Brewer special.
Yeah.
And we were watching that and we were like, that shit would not fucking fly these
Right.
days. But back then it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Man. Absolutely fucking hilarious.
yeah.
The whole
Right.
He was doing the Osama thing.
When he's talking about playing ball with his kids, you fairy, calling his friends fairy, you throw
Yeah.
like a fag and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Like, that's just... It was definitely more acceptable back then. And it's just recently that people are fucking...
They just like to dig up old shit.
Yeah.
And just bring it back.
Trying
Look at
to
this
tear
sexist.
somebody down.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all it is.
There's just people out there that just do that for, I don't want to say for a living, but they do it for fun. They're like, let's see what I can dig
Trolls.
up. Yeah, just
Yeah.
troll and
Yeah.
just trolling.
Right. I wouldn't give a shit if somebody fucking dug up shit that we've done on the show. Like, fuck it. This is the show. It's all fucking satire.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I say shit just to get a rise out of people.
Yeah.
You know, I'll call somebody a faggot. I don't care. You know, I don't hate gay people. I got fucking gay friends. That's like the racist move. Like, I got black friends. You know, I don't hate black people. I got black friends. I got black friends too. You know, I do a whole fucking podcast with fucking black dudes.
Yeah.
In my own house. Now, granted, I do pat downs when they leave to make sure they didn't steal
You ain't had a
shit.
TV stolen or nothing yet?
No, just a lamp. But no, I actually gave him the lamp, so it's cool.
Oh, nice.
But I made
You didn't offer me the lamp, bro. What the fuck?
because you didn't ask for it.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really offer it to him. I guess he did kind of ask.
Was he like, nice lamp?
Nice lamp. No,
I was going to say it. But
you gotta just say it.
I know, man.
It's all
I
like,
wanted to.
you know, whether somebody wants to call us racist or not,
Yeah.
we're not fucking racist or against fucking gay people. Dusty B might be a little bit against gay people.
I think it's gay people.
But
Yeah, I'm surprised you'd say I'm not against, like, retards or something.
well, that too. We know you're against retarded people.
Let's not go down that road.
But yeah, Kevin Hart, he was on Ellen. And I guess Ellen was basically like forgiving him, like from the community or whatever.
Again, I wish I had my phone.
Like, she's like the spokespperson for the community or something, like forgiving him.
She
she
yeah.
definitely could.
Oh,
She
yeah.
definitely could be.
Yeah.
She has the clout.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the thing is with the Kevin Hart situation, from what I understand, is in his own personal life, he's come back after doing that comedy, said, you know, like, yeah, I did a lot of shit as I was coming up, and I just I would never go back and do it again because I just don't feel the same way about that comedy. I mean, I definitely did it. That's what I said, and I guess I thought it was funny at the time.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go back and do that stuff again because I don't feel the same way. Like, I've grown as a human being. And then so the Academy approaches him to do the Academy Awards. He agrees. Some troll then contacts the Academy. I can't believe you're hiring Kevin Hart. Look at all these tweets. Look at his comedy. He's not a friend of the LGBT community and stuff like that. So the Academy then contacts Kevin Hart. He explains to them, I've even come out and been against that stand-up. If you can spend the time to look up the shit that I've said, then spend the time to look up what else I've said.
Yeah.
Because I've already come out and said that I don't think that stuff's funny anymore. And I've been in movies. I've been, all over the place. You make the fucking decision. Why do I have to curtail to the trolls?
After you've already done apologized.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, this could just be because I've been watching
They should come
Law
out
and
and
Order
defend him.
SVU all day.
Yeah.
But there should be a statute of limitations on shit that you've said.
Right.
Like if it's been more than 5 years that you tweeted something, it shouldn't be held against you.
Right.
At all.
Well, I think if you haven't already addressed it,
Yeah.
you can address it.
Yeah.
You can say, like, yeah, I did that shit, and I don't think it's funny. I don't do it anymore. I do comedy now against that kind of stuff.
I like James Gunn a little bit. He should,
Right.
Yeah.
And he's written his whole thing. He did that part.
As it was a joke, wasn't
Right.
being serious.
And my tastes in comedy have changed.
Yeah.
I do stand behind that I was trying to be funny, but I do get that it's not funny now.
Yeah.
And then they still fired him.
Yeah.
And it's like, you either believe in a person or you don't.
Right.
You should know, like, if you're doing business with a person, you should know and take them for who they are.
It's just, I think it's all about money for a corporate like Disney to be like, no, we're not going to do that because we'd lose so many customers and blah 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 blah. We could change a movie,
Right.
but we can't gain back our fans or things like that.
Right. And Disney, I understand.
I don't think they even care. They just care about the money.
Disney, they're like,
Disney's the epitome of wholesomeness in America.
and fuck you money.
Yeah.
They don't care about James Gunn.
No.
They know you're going to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3,
Yeah.
if only just to see if it sucks or not.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you see it and you think it sucks, then they have the data that says people watched it, but they think it sucks. Do we do a Guardians of the Galaxy 4?
And we'll bring back James Gunn.
Or if they don't make money on it, then they just know we're not going to do Guardians of the Galaxy anymore.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck.
We'll tie up loose ends in the next Avengers movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's Disney whole thing. Now the Academy Awards. This is Hollywood. Hollywood
It's their big
masturbation.
night, man.
But I mean, it's Hollywood thinking Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's Hollywood saying, "Look at the good shit that we do." and we're going to celebrate the people that do it. Why we give a fuck about the Academy Awards is beyond me.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I'm not a voter on the panel. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I go see the movies that I like, and I'm not going to go see the indie fucking films.
You don't watch it?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll see the highlights the next day.
Honestly, it's pretty cringeworthy in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Because we have soldiers and servicemen and cops
Police
and
officers,
firefighters and shit. Nobody's handing them out awards.
Yeah.
Nobody's celebrating them.
Yeah.
And yet, for some reason, we go and spend the money to watch movies, and then we tune in to watch the movies thank themselves for you spending your money on them.
Right.
Why did we do? It's fucking.
To see what they're wearing and who they're
see what they're wearing and shit,
or see who they're hooking up with,
and to see Kevin Hart do his stand-up routine in the beginning, and like the bits that he's going to do.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, this is all from like just following this shit on the internet, getting prepared for this. They don't pay the hosts anything, and in fact,
really,
yeah,
they
maybe like $100,000 or something like that.
Shit, I'd host them for fucking $50,000.
Right, but for Kevin Hart, that's piss in a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing, and he's going to spend a shit ton of time to make sure that he looks good on that show. Right?
So he's going to lose money probably.
Exactly. Yeah. And the only thing that'll be said about it the next day is, did Kevin Hart do a good job or not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did the jokes land or not? And more times than not, people are going to say that it sucked to get you to read it.
Yeah.
That's what people are into.
Like, ooh, he fucked up.
Yeah.
I got to read about this.
Exactly.
Yeah. People would rather hear about the bad shit that happens than read the good. It's just like the fucking news.
Yeah.
If he knocks it out of the park, people aren't going to be like, oh, damn, I should read this. Kevin Hart knocked it out of the park. No.
They're
going to be like, oh, he didn't fuck up at all.
Everybody failed.
Oh, you won't believe what happened on last night's Oscars in a big picture of Kevin Hart, and you're like, fuck, do I click
it's going to be clickbait anyway.
Exactly, yeah. So I completely understand Kevin Hart being like, no, fuck this shit. I don't even want to do it. But from what I understand now, they're saying that he is going to come back and do it too. I don't know.
Really? He's going to give in?
I don't know if he's giving in, but he's going to go through with it. But for what reason, I don't know.
Do you think he's going to bring that up in one of his bits?
I don't think so. I think he'll probably just leave it alone.
I think he'll do an apology with everybody watching.
I'd like to do like a montage or video or something like that.
I mean, that'd be funny.
That's interesting.
But I think his first, right out the gate, if he does it, he'll say something about it.
I don't know.
He may bring out like a whole like.
I'm donating this much money to
What I would do,
try to make himself look better,
is send out like
Kinky Kelly says, "Hey guys,
hey Kinky Kelly,
thanks for tuning in, Kelly."
I would send out like a white woman or like a cornbread like white guy or something like that.
Yeah.
Out on stage,
a cisgender male.
Yes.
Yeah.
And have him come out and start hosting the Oscars. And then come out as Kevin Hart, be like, nah, I'm here to do this.
Yeah.
You think? I don't know.
But I can't have this crack ass motherfucker doing my show.
Didn't think you'd see me, you know?
That'd be
but
fun.
Here I am.
That'd be cool. I could see that.
I don't know. What would you do? Would you joke about it? See, here's the thing. Here's the gravity that you have to deal with. If you joke about it, then people are going to say you're insensitive.
Man. Yeah.
But if you come out and apologize, then you're going against your own ethic.
Right.
If he says anything, I think he'd still apologize. I don't think he'll come out as
You'll
a joke.
look better, but at the same time, the people that you're true fans
are going to be like, fucking sell out.
Yes.
Well, I think he'd sell out no matter what. I think if anybody's in that position, they'd probably sell out. It's Hollywood, man.
Maybe apologize and then call yourself a sellout.
Yeah. He wants to keep his job. He wants to still do movies.
He wants to get that Jumanji 2 or Jumanji 3.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to keep doing it. He still wants to be in Hollywood. He still wants to be accepted. Those are his peers.
Yeah.
He does not want to be like you want to be at the after party and not apologize or not anything. And still
I think at the after party, if you fuck up, people are going to come up and be like, "Man, I really respect what you did."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next day, be like, "I can't believe he did that shit."
Yeah.
He would be a legend that night if he comes out and he
behind closed doors. He's a legend.
But
The next day when they interview
the
fucking
cameras.
whoever, yeah.
For E or some shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mario Lopez will be trashing him.
Mario Lopez.
Be like, I didn't know Kevin Hart was against Mexicans too. I thought Zach Morris was bad. You know?
Kevin Hart is trash. Yeah, wasn't that good?
No,
it's all right.
I'd stay away from that. So, keeping up with insensitive comedians here. Louis C.K.'s back in the news.
Yep.
Chubbs, I know you didn't.
I don't know anything about.
Didn't really hear about this, but apparently he did a stand-up bit and somebody recorded it on their cell phone.
Yeah.
He was going after the Parkland survivors,
the Parkland shooting,
and
the survivors.
Yeah.
He had a bit about the shooting and the survivors or something like that, and I just saw the list of what all he said. Another big thing was that of people recording it because it was like a new bit. And they're talking like, "Hey, that's basically theft. You can't, you
can't record a movie.
Yeah, so you can't record a movie on your phone and then like put it on the internet. That if you did that, it'd get pulled off. So it's like you can't.
But people are allowed
some
to
Carlos Mencia shit.
But people are allowed to review a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't take the whole
cell phone
thing.
video in the theater.
But then there's no actual record. You know what I mean?
What?
So if you come out and say Louis C.K. did a bunch of insensitive material about the Parkland shooting and shit,
right?
And then Louis C.K. could come out and say like, "No, I didn't."
Then you find somebody else who's at that show to back you up.
Yeah, you just word of mouth. But like what they're saying is that you can't go in there unwillingly know somebody's like I guess recording you and then put it on the internet.
But in this day and age,
it's going to happen.
You've got to know that somebody's going to fucking be recording your shit.
But it's pretty ballsy to be in a comedy club and recording somebody because the comedy clubs are pretty close.
Yeah, that's
and they're pretty tight.
rude. Yeah.
But
so
comedians often record themselves.
Well, yeah,
that's for them.
That's for them. Yeah, but it's like. It's pretty, like I said, Funny Bone is pretty tight for,
Oh, yeah, you can't pull up your cell phone at all. You can't take pictures, none of that shit. Yeah.
So, like, security would be like, no, So I could see.
They'll give you a warning, and you do it again, you're fucking gone, man.
Yeah.
You get bounced right the fuck out.
So I could see kind of where he comes from, but, after all the shit he's been through, you think he'd kind of ride that clean line a little bit?
But see, that's the thing about Kevin Hart, right? He's the other side of that coin.
Yeah.
Because he's a guy who sticks to his ethic, his beliefs.
Well, whipping your dick
out,
is kind of I don't know, I don't want to say it's pretty a big deal.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything about that.
Yeah,
I'm saying that as a performer,
Bruce, he'll tell you about whipping his dick.
Oh yeah, he would. Yeah,
as a performer, like when he did his own show, he did it on his terms and did it on a small network, so that he could have creative freedom. I mean, he's always been that guy. So when it comes to his comedy, now having fucked up, and then he did explain himself and everything, but now he's going to come back and he's going to expect the same treatment that he got before his fuck up.
Yeah.
And that's yeah.
I just honestly, I don't like Kevin Hart to begin with.
Yeah.
Not because he hated gay people fucking 12 years ago or whatever.
He ain't funny.
I don't think he's funny.
No.
Exactly.
He ain't funny.
Like
he ain't no Dave Chappelle.
He plays Kevin Hart in every fucking role that he's ever done.
He's a short, squeaky voice, annoying, really Dane Cook outlandish act-ish type.
Yeah, the worst thing about that Jumanji movie was
Kevin Hart.
The fact that everybody was playing against their type. Except for Kevin Hart. He was playing 100% Kevin Hart.
Right.
Like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was trying to play a teenage boy. The girl was trying to play a teenage girl. Jack Black was trying to play a teenage girl. And Kevin Hart went from the star quarterback football player to Kevin Hart. Not trying to play anything other than himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, there was a movie that he just came out with where he put with Bryan Cranston. I can't think of the name of the movie.
Night School or no? He came out with another one.
He's like
it's like a serious role.
Yeah, he's a guy who takes a role like care of a paraplegic or something like that.
Who's like dying? I think he's dying,
right, or something like that.
And I haven't, based off the trailer. I mean, he's not playing his typical Kevin Hart role.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of things that are Kevin Hart-esque.
He'd probably come to
like when he has to give Bryan Cranston a bath or something like that. He's probably going like, oh my god,
he had that face like, oh, I ain't gonna give you a bath.
I ain't giving you a bath, man.
That sounds like what's his name? Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
Fucking
all those Fridays are on Netflix.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
All of them?
Too bad I don't
I think
have
so.
Netflix.
I think all 3 are on Netflix now. Oh,
Love
that's right.
the
You got rid of your
Friday
Netflix,
movies,
man.
Love the fucking Friday movies.
Did you watch? So they had Chappelle's show on New Year's Day.
Yeah,
I know
and
you
Reno
wa-
911.
I know you watched Reno 911 New Year's Eve.
Hell yeah, I watched all that.
I watched
shit,
Chappelle's
dude.
show, man.
I
My
love me
favorite
some Chappelle
favorite
show, man.
bit is the making that one is the making one of my favorites is the making the band.
Dylan,
Yeah.
Dylan, and Dylan.
I spit hot fire. Yeah. Did you go downtown, get a picture with a midget holding these balloons? You know? You're like, get a sugar cookie. You're like, a sugar cookie, man. You know?
I only drink the finest Cambodian breast milk.
Yeah. Love that.
When he gets carried out, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
He's always like, yeah, just pick him up and carry him out of the room. Oh, man. Oh, like the Whack Arnold. This is a good one.
Yeah.
He's like,
The what was it, the copy something? What was it?
copy McDonald's.
No, it was.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like, it was like a instructional video on working at the copy store or some shit.
Yeah.
What was the name of the copy store?
I can't remember the
man?
name of the copy store.
I can't remember either, but it was good.
Mhm.
And it had what's his name? The Mexican guy from Half Baked at it. He was in that.
Oh, Jose? What's his name, Jose? Or-
Shit. What the fuck was his name? Wasn't Julio.
It wasn't Julio?
The burger guy calls him Julio. It's like,
Oh,
I need that
okay.
heifer with cheese, Julio.
Yeah.
Fuck was his name?
I don't know.
Technically, he was Cuban.
Yeah, he's Cuban B.
Yeah, Cuban B.
My favorite bit is Mad Real World.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
yeah.
I didn't get it when I first watched it, but
So
I go
good.
back and watch it again, and it still holds up. So good.
I like the John Mayer stuff. The stuff he did with John Mayer. I thought
Yeah, that
pretty
was good.
Yeah.
I like the blind white supremacist.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, and he was black. Yeah,
The
I
racial
like that.
draft was really, really good too.
Racial draft.
Yeah,
was
racial
good.
draft
That
was
was
really,
good.
really good.
Yeah,
The
reparations
pimps.
ones was good. Yeah, the
The-
player haters
The
ball.
player haters ball. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good too. God.
That's such a good.
Speaking of Half Baked, I'm gonna blow your fucking mind right now, Chubbs.
Go for it.
I'm gonna lay this movie fact on you, and you're gonna lose your fucking shit.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Dusty B has never seen Half Baked.
Holy
haven't.
shit.
Nope. Never once in his life has he said that.
Oh my
word.
god.
Not even the shitty cut version on Comedy Central.
No, I've never.
Never
Why
seen
not?
I don't know. I just never seen it.
Yeah, have you ever wanted to see it?
Yeah, I've wanted to see it. I've within the last year and a half or 2 years, I've saw How High, and I've never seen Half Baked, man.
How High is
Wow.
so good.
Yeah.
Did you go with me when I saw that in theaters?
No.
I was telling Dusty this the other day because we were talking about Half Baked and How High, and I was like, yeah, man. I was pretty toe up when I went and saw How High, and like I walked into the wrong theater and watched like the last 40 minutes of the movie, and then realized that I was in the wrong theater. Yeah, that sucked.
Wow.
Wow.
I can't believe it. You've never seen Half Baked.
No,
Nope.
that blew my mind when he told me the other day.
Wow.
Told me right to my tits, man. I was floored.
He said something. I'm like, you know what, man? I'm gonna let you know this. I've never seen that movie. He was like, what? Really? I'm like, yeah. He's like, wow.
Will Daggum here just commented. He says, I know what y'all are doing after the show. Load that Half Baked up, man. We need to, bro.
Yeah.
Just sit down and watch it. Totally.
Nasty Nate's
Oh, yeah.
Jungle of Love.
Yeah, see, I don't even know. See, I think because Dave Chappelle's in that, right?
Yeah.
So
Thorogood.
Yeah.
The janitor.
Yeah.
Or
He was-
custodian.
The
If you're going to be a
custodian.
dick about it.
he was in Con Air, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like one of the only roles I ever remember Dave Chappelle in, and like,
Really?
and I
He was in Dr. Doolittle, too.
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
he?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, it's a Nutty Professor.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
he's the
I'm sorry.
comedian on stage.
Yeah.
You,
I've heard of dreadlocks before, but shit locks. Yeah.
Hey, you gotta put your belt on with the boomerang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like that's the only like I think some people would ask me like, oh, I don't know. This conversation came up how like Dave Chappelle was in a movie, and I'm like, yeah, he was in Con Air. You're like, yeah, but he was in Half Baked, and I'm like, yeah, I haven't seen it. You're like, what? And I got the same reaction. I'm like, you ever seen Half Baked? So,
You know, he was almost Bubba in Forrest Gump.
I've heard that.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. I couldn't imagine
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle as Bubba.
I think he'd get stuck with that. I think he'd probably get stuck as that. Like, I don't say get stuck as that role, but he'd be like, "Hey, Bubba."
I don't think the
shrimp."
dude that played Bubba ever played another
Yeah, I
role
don't
after
think so
that.
either.
Yeah.
He got his money and out.
But honestly, if I ever saw him in a role, I'd be like, hey, it's Bubba from Forrest Gump, man. Where's the shrimp?
Got
You
big
can
gum,
barbecue
sir.
it,
Yeah.
broil it, fry it, saute it. There's a shrimp scampi, shrimp stew.
Shrimp kebab.
You've seen Forrest Gump, haven't you?
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately.
What?
It's a
You
movie
don't
that I've
like
seen so
Forrest
many
Gump?
times. I'm just so over it.
It never gets old for me.
We just
I
watched
love
it, dude.
it,
High
yeah.
school is like the movie day. What movie? Forrest Gump. Man, fuck, man. That was last movie day we had was Forrest Gump.
You know, aside from like Schindler's List and like the old shitty version of Romeo and Juliet, you know what movie I remember watching in high
What?
school? Night of the Living Dead, man. And
Really?
You know
Good.
why I remember
Really?
that? Because it was in a fucking shitty business class.
Mm.
Remember that one I kept telling you about, the one I would sleep in?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They were like, the teacher was like, hey, we're going to watch a movie. You might want to bring one in. I was like, fuck yeah, I'll bring a movie in. It was fucking Night of the Living Dead, man.
Nice.
And the VCR ate my fucking tape. I was so pissed.
It ate your
Oh,
tape.
It ate my tape.
no.
Really?
It sucked. I had to spend like 20 minutes fixing it and splicing it and shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was bullshit. But yeah, I remember watching that in school. I was totally stoked.
That's awesome.
Love that flick.
We always
man.
watched some dumbass movies in school. We watched the Secretariat probably like 40 fucking times in high school.
That's the horse racing movie.
Yeah,
right?
it's terrible. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
When I was a kid, when I was in elementary school, I remember going to like an after school program thing in the library, and we watched My Boyfriend's Back, the zombie movie.
That's a good flick, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I like it.
Wow.
And I'm surprised. I go back and watch that now, and like, I think there's even a scene where like you see his dick and balls detached because he's having like a nightmare that he's like decomposing,
Yeah.
and like you see his like dick and balls roll down his pant leg,
Pants, yeah.
and like you don't see it, you just like bloop, 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 bloop. And
Right.
yeah,
Crazy shit.
yeah,
man.
it's a good movie though.
Well, I think that's going to be our time this week, folks. Definitely at the hour and 11-minute mark. So I want to thank everybody who tuned in. I want to thank Kelly, Will Daggum, the only two people that commented on the whole show here.
I think
But,
Johnny Cook went to bed early tonight.
Johnny Cook may have went to bed. I'm sure he would have commented on something here. But I would like to thank everybody who watched tonight. I'd like to thank everybody who's listening on the or the post-recorded. I don't know what the fuck you call that. Whoever's not
audio.
watching this on video, whoever's listening to just the audio of this, I want to thank you guys. Thanks for getting our numbers up in 2018. 2019, be on the lookout. We got some shit in the works. We're going to be putting out some funny quick little videos and shit, draw in some more viewers. So don't forget, when we make it big, I won't forget you guys. Because without you, there'd be no us. Well, there would still be us. I think I've said this before. I'd still be sitting in the basement talking with you guys.
Yeah,
Might not be recording it. Probably would, because I got all this fucking equipment now, and what the fuck else would I do with it? But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that fun shit.
YouTube.
Yeah, like, subscribe on YouTube. Hit that like button right now. The 2, maybe 3 people who are watching this right now, hit that fucking like button. Drop a comment. I'll try to yell out your name before we get out of here. But yeah, just be on the lookout. We got big things in the works. Not really big things, little things that we're going to try to build on. And we're going to go from there. So with that being said, folks, I'm your host, Jerry Saylor.
And I'm Left for Slub and Dusty B.
Chubby Friendly.
And we are the fuck out.
Bye.
Fuck you, Toby.